Hi, how are you guys doing? It's a wonderful day, isn't it? Beautiful outside, a lovely winter evening. Donald Trump has just been impeached, but he says he hasn't really been impeached since Nancy Pelosi hasn't automatically sent articles of impeachment to the Senate. Oh, I know. Did I ruin your evening? I know. I'm just about to go to dinner, too. A nice Christmas dinner at a fancy restaurant. Deep breaths. We have to talk about this. Do you have children? I do. I love my children. I tried my level best to raise them to be the kind of people that would be civil, that would be engaged with other people, that would be skilled at critical thinking, so that they would be able to cooperate in handling the challenges of society in the future. In short, I raised them to be capable of participating in whatever the world would bring them. I was born in 1963, so my childhood, I had a weird childhood. I spent many days sitting at the kitchen table reading the lists of POWs in Vietnam. Strange, I know. I remember the Kent State Massacre. I remember, oh my goodness, free love, peace signs, leather fringe, David Bowie. I remember social responsibility. I wanted my children to enjoy a society in which they would struggle to understand human beings that had a different background from theirs, different social structures. I wanted to raise decent people. If Donald Trump were my son, I would deny it. Do you have children? Did I already ask you that question? Do you have sons? If Donald Trump were your son, would you be proud of his behavior? Did you raise your sons to say that they would grab women by the pussy? I'm a woman, and when I say that, my body, I react viscerally to that statement. Literally, I have a physical reaction to that statement. My pulse increases, there's a tension in my groin, and I become fearful. Would you be proud of your son if he said that? This is going to be a short video because I have so many things to say on the subject that I'm not going to try to make one video about it. But I will tell you this, that if you raised your son so that you would not be disappointed in him if he said things like that, and you and I were at the playground together with our sons when they were young, 8 or 9, I would have noticed the difference between the way your son behaved and my son behaved. And if my son asked me if your son could come over and play, and I had a few moments I would have asked for time to observe your son, I would have said no. I also have daughters. I have tried my level best to keep them safe from predators when they were young. I tried to teach them ways to protect themselves from predators so that they would be safe when they were no longer in my care. I wish I could say that I had succeeded completely. But when people give people like Donald Trump a pass, that's not always possible. Did you raise your son so that you would be approving if he said, I grab him by the pussy? Please feel free to comment below. I really do want you to comment below. I really do want you to like and subscribe, even if you think that I'm a crazy liberal, a Democrat, a snowflake. I'm also a mother who raised a son, a fine young man. And I'll be talking more about this in other videos. 2019 is drawing to a close. We're at a crossroads here, people. What we do in these next months will determine the course of the United States of America for decades. Think of the children. Have a good night.